the last week of the regular season, and that means playoff implications on the line for so many of our teams, and that includes this week's game of the week. Connolly is set to host Gatesville here, and that's exactly what we're talking about, playoff implications for both of these teams. A win would help both of them clinch that playoff berth, but a loss doesn't mean they're totally out of it. It kicks off at 7 o'clock tonight. Weather, of course, an implication in this one, so we're hoping to see that action as senior night is set to kick off for both of these teams. All right, we got to talk about this week's player of the week. We're talking a guy who was able to help his team get back to winning ways and punch a playoff berth, keeping a winning streak at their school alive. Let's meet this week's player of the week, Jayvion White. Junior wide receiver and cornerback Jayvion White went into last Friday's game knowing he had something to prove.
So at practice, I messed up, and one of my coaches got on to me, so I just really wanted to step up and be a leader. So
not the cleanest week during practice, but once those Friday night lights came on, White had 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns on top of 2 big tackles. And then with the win, he helped his team lock in a postseason spot for the Bumblebees.
It was great. We got a spot in the playoffs, and I'm just happy that we made it.
Little River Academy heading to the playoffs for the 5th consecutive year. That's their longest active postseason streak in the school's history. White and his team are ready to prove it all and show their competition that their record doesn't speak for what they can do.
We're just trying to send a message to whoever we play in the playoffs that we're coming.
The team they're coming for tonight is Cameron Yo, and that kicks off at 7:30. That's going to do it for sports. Stick around. We'll be right back.